Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5 event number 4. So coming into this event today, your points leader is Tasmanian Devil. He currently has a total of 13 points. If you guys have been watching so far this season, you guys probably know that he swept the first two events. He won event 1 and 2, and then in event number 3, he actually lost in round 1, but even losing in round number 1, those two event victories that he has were so key that he currently has the points lead. And not only does he currently have the points lead, but he is actually 4 points ahead of second place right now, which is Dragon. Dragon has 9 points, and it's just crazy to me that it's already a 4-point deficit between first and second, only 3 events into the season, and even with Tasmanian Devil losing in round 1. So that is your top 2, and then we actually have a 5-way tie right now for third place, which is between the white roll cage Hot Wheels, the black roll cage Hot Wheels, Old Tool Gravedigger, New Tool Gravedigger, and your Event 3 champion, Orange El Toro Loco. Those 5 guys all have 8 points. They're only 1 point behind Dragon, and they are 5 points behind Tasmanian Devil for the points lead. So overall, that's your top 7 in the point standings right now coming into this event. And one other thing I wanted to mention before we get started here is it's really crazy to me, outside of Tasmanian Devil, like how close everybody is in the point standings. Like, I know it's only been 3 events, but Tasmanian Devil has clearly shown that it's not that hard to start to get a little bit of a deficit on the rest of the pack. But everybody else that you guys are looking at right here besides Taz has between 3 points and 9 points. So just 6 points separated between every other truck in the field besides Taz. That's just crazy to me. There's really no dominant truck other than Tasmanian Devil, but we will see if that will change here today. Maybe somebody that's up there towards the top of the standings can win today and take the lead. I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, and then also, I know I said that was the last thing I was going to say, but there's also one other thing, is that coming into this event, there's actually 3 trucks that have lost in round 1 in every single event, which is Batman, Megalodon, and Iron Man. Those 3 trucks are still looking to get their first round 1 victory of the season, and we'll see if they can do it here. So yeah, as always, I have a pinned comment down below with a field of trucks, but by now you guys should probably know what truck you're in, and if you lose in round 1, you will get 1 point. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the New Tool Gravedigger and Mechanical Mischief. So event number 4 is underway. And the first win is going to go to New Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Captain's Curse taking on Gravedigger Track Ace. And it's going to go to Captain's Curse. Next up, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on Zombie. And, ooh, they both flip over, and it's going to go to Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Batman. And it's going to go to Batman. He finally gets a round 1 victory. Next up, we have Soldier Fortune taking on TMNT. And it's going to go to Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have the 2014 Monster Mutt taking on Dragon, who comes into this event second in the standings. And it looks like it's going to go to Monster Mutt. So your second place truck has lost in round 1. Next up, we have Higher Education taking on your points leader, Tasmanian Devil. And Tasmanian Devil is going to squeak by. He eliminates Higher Education. Next up, we have Blue Thunder, who has surprisingly struggled so far this season. Back in Season 4, he was actually the runner-up, but so far through 3 events this season, he only has 4 points, and he's taking on Crustacean here. And it looks like he's going to take the win over Crustacean. Let's take a look from the aerial view. We'll go straight down. And yes, he did. It's very clear that Blue Thunder takes the win. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on the 2017 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Monster Mutt. I thought Megalodon might finally take the win, but he loses in round 1 for the 4th consecutive event. Next up, we have your Event 3 championship truck, Orange El Toro Loco. He is taking on Pirate's Curse. And I think it's El Toro Loco, but let's take a look from the aerial view. Oh man, that first angle looked like El Toro Loco, but this looks a lot closer. Going straight down here. Oh man, I don't know. That is really, really close. I think we're going to have to do a rerun. I apologize, guys. That was just way too close to call. So we have switched up the lanes, and here goes the rerun. And this time it is Orange El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Rottweiler taking on Prowler. And it's going to go to Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Next up, we have Avenger taking on Red El Toro Loco. And it's going to go to Red El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Max D taking on Iron Man. And it's going to go to Max D. So just like Megalodon, Iron Man has lost in round number 1 for the 4th consecutive event. Next up, we have the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels taking on Son of a Digger. And it's going to go to the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Michigan Ice Monster taking on the 2011 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Michigan Ice Monster. All right, so to close out round number 1, we have a battle of 2 trucks that were 2 of the 5 that come into this event in that 5-way tie for 3rd place. Old Tool Gravedigger and Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And it's going to go to the Old Tool Gravedigger. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 1, which means they get 1 point for this event. And now it is time for round number 2. We are down to 16 trucks. Here's a look at all the matchups for this round. And if you lose in this round, as you guys know, you will get 2 points for this event. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the New Tool Gravedigger taking on Captain's Curse. So round number 2 is underway. And it is going to go to the New Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on Batman. And, oh, Mohawk Warrior does a somersault, and that was probably the farthest he has gone all season, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough for him. Batman will take the win. Next up, we have Soldier Fortune taking on the 2014 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Tasmanian Devil taking on Blue Thunder. And, okay, well, Tasmanian Devil hit the lamp. I didn't expect anybody to do that, but leave it up to Taz. But either way, I think he might have got the win because this tire is obviously farther than that one. And if you go by the tip of that tire, I think it's still ahead of Blue Thunder. So, and obviously if this wasn't here, he was going to go farther. I mean, I really don't see any point in doing a rerun here. I think it's pretty clear and obvious. Even the driver of Blue Thunder can probably agree that, I mean, first of all, it looks like Taz is ahead, but even if he wasn't, he would have gone farther. So Tasmanian Devil takes the win. But man, oh man, Tasmanian Devil continuing to win races is really going to hurt everybody else in the field. But next up, we have the 2017 Monster Mutt taking on Orange El Toro Loco. And, oh, what a save from Monster Mutt. That was an amazing save, but he's not going to take the win because as you guys can see from the aerial view, El Toro Loco is obviously ahead, but man, that was an amazing save from Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Rottweiler taking on Red El Toro Loco. And it's going to go to, I think, Rottweiler, but as you guys know, this angle right here is normally not completely accurate, but it looks like it was this time. You guys can see Rottweiler is definitely ahead. Next up, we have Max D taking on the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And Max D rolls over, and the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels also hits the lamp. Nobody has hit that in like 3 events so far. And now that's the 2nd time today, but Hot Wheels is moving on. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is going to be between Michigan Ice Monster and the Old Tool Gravedigger. And it's going to go to the Old Tool Gravedigger. So these 8 trucks all lost in round number 2, which means they will get 2 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 3, otherwise known as the quarterfinals. So here's a great look at all 8 trucks that are still remaining in all 4 matchups. Now, obviously, if you lose in this round, you will get 3 points. And then once we get down to the semifinals, that is when I will go over the field of trucks. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the New Tool Gravedigger taking on Batman. So as I said earlier in this video, Batman lost in round number 1 in the first 3 events, and New Tool Gravedigger comes into this event tied for 3rd place in the point standings. So Batman, he has won 2 races so far in this event. He's looking to get a 3rd, but this is going to be a really tough task. Let's see if he can do it. He still, Batman with an amazing run. He gets next to the lamp. The new tool Gravedigger flips over, and that's going to cost him. And we have had some really fast runs in this event, including this one right here. Batman is moving on to the semifinals. Next up, we have the 2014 Monster Mutt taking on Tasmanian Devil. And Tasmanian Devil continues to win races. He is moving on to the semifinals. And speaking of trucks that are continuing to win races, that Orange El Toro Loco is doing really good lately. He won event number 3, and he's looking to make it to the semifinals here. He is taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And he is gonna get the job done. Orange El Toro Loco takes the win. And the final race of round number 3 is gonna be between two of the trucks that are in that 5-way tie for third. It's the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels and Old Tool Gravedigger. Old Tool Gravedigger already beat the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels in this event. Can he beat the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels? And I don't think so. He had a pretty good save. Let's take a look from the aerial view. No, he will not. We're going to go straight down, though, just to confirm. Yeah, no, he will not. The White Roll Cage Hot Wheels is moving on. So these 4 trucks all lost in the quarterfinals, which means they will get 3 points for this event. And now it is time for the semifinals. So here are all 4 trucks that are still remaining, and let's go over the field of trucks. So inside of Batman, we have the Cameron 9785. Inside of Tasmanian Devil, we have Awesome Sports 13. Inside of Orange El Toro Loco, we have Dead Panda, and inside of the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels, we have Monster Jam Collector Racing. So coming into this event, Tasmanian Devil won event 1 and 2, and Orange El Toro Loco won event number 3. So there's a 50% chance we'll have a new winner, and a 50% chance we'll have a repeat winner. Now the thing that's crazy here is Tasmanian Devil is your points leader. These 2 trucks are tied for third, and Batman is tied for last. Now, that's all coming into this event. Obviously, it's going to change after this. But first, tied for third and last. So Batman is very clearly the underdog here, and that is going to be tough to get the win over a truck like Tasmanian Devil. But we'll see if he can do it. If you lose in this round, you will get 4 points. And we're going to kick it off with Batman and Tasmanian Devil. So who is going to go to the championship race? It is going to be the Cameron 9785 in Batman. What an upset. I knew this truck was fast. He was the Season 3 winner, but losing in round 1 3 events in a row here definitely made it look like he wasn't. He must have just had some bad luck in the first 3 events, but his luck is finally starting to turn around here, and he's moving on to the championship race. Awesome Sports 13, I am so sorry, man. You lost in the semifinals, but hey, you're extending your points lead, and I'm sure that's really all that matters at the end of the day. So you're going to lose here in the semifinals, though, and like I said, you will get 4 points. So who is going to meet the Cameron 9785 in Batman in the championship race? Will it be Dead Panda and Orange El Toro Loco, or Monster Jam Collector Racing in the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels? It is going to be, oh my goodness, what a finish to that race. Let's take a look from the aerial view. That tire of Hot Wheels is definitely ahead. Let's go straight down here. You guys can see it right there, but what a finish. Look at the way that El Toro Loco leaned on Hot Wheels there. If I can get it to focus. I'm not really sure. I mean, that's the best we can do. As you can see, he was going to roll over, but landed on Hot Wheels' tire. So Hot Wheels is moving on. So these 2 trucks both lost in the semifinals, which means they will get 4 points for this event. I forgot to say in that last clip, like I always do, but I'm so sorry to Dead Panda and Orange El Toro Loco. You were so close to winning back-to-back events, but unfortunately you fell short here today. So better luck in the next event. You get 4 points just like Tasmanian Devil. But you guys know what that means. We are going to have a new champion in this event because those 2 trucks won the first 3 events. So the question is, who is it going to be? Is it going to be the Cameron 9785 in Batman or Monster Jam Collector Racing in the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels? The winner will get 6 points and the loser will get 5. Your winner of Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5 Event Number 4 is going to be none other than... They both roll over, possibly the worst championship race in history of Monster Jam diecast racing events. That was pretty bad, but as you guys can see, your winner is the Cameron 9785 in Batman, Talk about a crazy turnaround. Back-to-back-to-back events. He had lost in round number 1, but in event number 4, he gets the win here, and he is going to collect 6 points. So congratulations, man. And I am so sorry to Monster Jam Collector Racing in the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. You were so close. You're going to collect 5 points, though, for losing in the championship race, but better luck next time, man, and maybe you can finally get your first win this season. And I just noticed there is actually a ladybug that's crawling on the ramp, go figure. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, but anyways, guys, I'm going to go total up the current point standings, and I will be right back. All right, guys, so here is a look at the updated point standings, and as you guys can see, no surprise here, Tasmanian Devil is still your points leader. He is now up to 17 points, which is just crazy, but we have a new truck in second place now. It is the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. Now, the deficit between first and second is actually still the same. It is still a 4-point lead for Tasmanian Devil, but a new truck in second place is very interesting. Orange El Toro Loco is third with 12. Then fourth and fifth is a tie between the New Tool and Old Tool Gravedigger, both at 11 points. That's pretty crazy how identical those two trucks have been this season. And then sixth place is Dragon with 10. Even sixth place now is over an event's worth of points behind the lead, because obviously an event victory is 6 points, and he is 7 points off of the lead. And then we have 4 trucks here with 9 points, which actually rounds out your top 10, all the way down to Batman, your event number 4 winner. So that win puts him from dead last all the way up into the top 10. So a very important win here today for Batman. But anyways, guys, I'm not going to say the rest of them out loud, but just look for your truck and you can see how many points you have. So from 11th all the way down to 17th are all the trucks with 8 points. Then we have a few trucks there with 7. We have a bunch with 6, as you guys can see, from 21st all the way down to 27th. Then we actually have 3 trucks with 5 points. Now, the trucks with 5 points have all lost in round number 1 every single time besides once. Like, they've only won 1 race, because the one that they did win, they ended up losing in round 2, which is why they only have 5. And then Iron Man and Megalodon still only have 4, because they still have not gotten a round 1 victory yet this season. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it here for event number 4. Congratulations again to the Cameron 9785 and Batman for winning this event, and you're now in the top 10 in the point standings. So we now have 4 events down and 6 events to go. In the beginning of this video, I said it seemed like other than Tasmanian Devil, there were no other trucks that were really like starting to pull away from the pack or very clearly be some of the faster trucks. But I think after this event now, the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels, Orange El Toro Loco, the 2 Gravediggers, I think those trucks are definitely the trucks to beat here for the remainder of the season. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have not already, please smash the thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed. And then also make sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because we're currently on the road to 11,000 subscribers. And yeah, guys, that's going to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time for event number 5. Hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.